Question: how might we rebalance compensation and measurement systems to provide incentives for long-term value creation along with short-term performance? Christopher, the first thing, there is no such thing separately. See, your question says long-term value creation and the short-term performance is too separate. No. Please understand, being is long-term value creation, doing is short-term performance. That's all. If there is a problem in doing, there is a problem in being. If there is a problem in being, there will be problem in doing. These two are not two separate things. What is long-term value creation? Understanding and internalizing, spiritually realizing the importance and the method of the short-term performance is long-term value creation. Understanding, internalizing, philosophically realizing the importance of short-term performance is long-term value creation. Why you should perform in short term, why you should immediately deliver, why you should be productive. I tell you again and again and again, human beings suffer with the concept, why should I be productive, responsible, working? This is what way it is going to add to my spiritual life. You don't understand. Only when you perform, when you create, take the responsibility, your own understanding about you raises. Your own idea about you raises. There is no other way. Only when you take the responsibility, contribute and make difference in others' lives, either directly or you do the actions which makes difference in others' life, you have a right understanding about you. What is long-term value creation? It is nothing but creating the right understanding and internalization. I can give you hundreds of examples where if the right understanding, philosophical realization is not there, the delivery also won't be there. Even a small action like morning you get up and make coffee for yourself or for your family, have philosophical internalization. Even the reason for that very small act, think and philosophically internalize. Why should I do? What is the need? If you understand that, naturally, as a basic natural evolution process, your mind will start saying, how better I can make this coffee. Understand? By nature, you are a person expanding. If you are not expanding, you are not philosophically convinced. There is something seriously wrong with your inside. Long-term value creation is nothing but philosophically internalizing, understanding, realizing the short-term performance. When you philosophically internalize and realize every action you need to perform, simply the long-term value creation also will happen and the short-term performance will happen. Every day, by your nature, you will ask, how can I better my short-term performance? It is nothing but non-internalization and continue to live with the hypocrisy of non-internalization. I tell you, if you philosophically internalize the necessary for the short-term performance and build the long-term values, even if you are not part of the Sangha or if any fear and greed attacks you, you will not compromise with that. You will go on performing because performing is life. The other day I was teaching Jyotish Sutras, the astrology rules for close group of ashramites. See, in the Navagrahas, the 9 planets, 9 major energies which influences your life, 2 gurus, 2 shadows, 5 planets. 2 gurus are the Devaguru, Brihaspati, means the guru of gods, guru of demons, Sukra. 2 shadow is Rahu and Ketu. 5 planets, Sun, Moon, Angaraga, Buddha and Saturn. In these 9 planets, Guru will, see these 2 shadows, Rahu and Ketu. Ketu will always lead you to the thought trend of expansion, expansion, expansion. Rahu will always lead you to the thought trend of shrinking, shrinking, shrinking. When you are cornered, when you are in a very critical position, when you are questioned, if you feel, how can I become fortunate to be fit in this situation? How can I expand? How will I be successful here? You are possessed by Ketu. If you are feeling, oh, what is there, all these things, kick it out. Let's go to something else. Let's go for some other option. What is there? If not here, there, then you are whole, you are possessed by Rahu. Devaguru, the master of gods, will always put you from Rahu to Ketu, means negative pattern to positive pattern. He will always be pushing you. Hey, listen, this is not the exact right pattern. Move, move. He will always be pushing you from the Rahu to Ketu. Asura Guru, Sukra, will always be pushing you from Ketu to Rahu. He will always push you from the positive pattern to the negative pattern. How these 5 planets act? These 5 planets act based on their association with Demon's Guru or God's Guru, with Brihaspati or Sukra. This whole thing can be nullified by one energy, that is constant performance. If you are constantly performing, the influence of planets on you gets nullified. You may ask, how? Constant performance raises your frequency more than Icha Shakti, more than the desire energy and knowledge energy, your creative energy expresses. Please understand, all these 9 planets impacts only your Icha Shakti and Jnana Shakti. If you unclutch your creativity from your desire and knowledge and push it independently, it means whether you feel like or not morning waking up, whether you feel like or not performing. See, planets can interfere only as a suggestions while you perform. When you ignore those suggestions and start performing, suddenly you reach a space where the planets are no more able to affect your mental setup or lifestyle. And not only that, please understand, internalizing necessity of the short-term performance puts you completely stable with Ketu. Even one small act like a morning making a coffee or tea, connecting it so strongly and internalizing it, it is directly towards life's mission, enlightenment. If you wake up and make this tea and drink this tea, your body will be fresh. You can continue with awareness, your ajapa japa, unclutching, and you will be moving towards enlightenment. Even a small act, philosophically realized, internalized, connected with your life's mission liberates you from all the evil effects of the grahas. That understanding, philosophical internalization is what I call long-term value creation.
Welcome to Inner Awakening, the most powerful personal transformation retreat you could ever experience. In just 21 days, thousands are already experiencing the shortest route to constantly high energy levels, visible anti-aging, healing of chronic diseases, fulfilling relationships, and higher states of consciousness. What is the secret behind this transformation?
Kundalini means the inner potential energy. Once it is awakened, opens the different doors for the conscious experience in you. I can say which is a master key for all extraordinary spiritual experiences.
This extraordinary program is conducted personally by Paramahamsa Nithyananda in the vibrant atmosphere of Nithyananda Dhyanapitham Ashram. Open yourself to the benefits of Nitya Yoga and practical meditation. Experience physical and mental healing. Discover simple ways to handle life with success. Above all, enjoy individual darshan and blessings from Paramahamsa Nithyananda every day. Take 21 days for yourself and carry home the transformation of a lifetime.
Sit and do this as a homework. Take this homework for 5 days. Sit and a typical day of you, how your day is spent, what all the actions you are performing from morning waking up to night. Understand and internalize how every action is directly connected to your very core, what you believe as your life's mission. Integrate all your actions authentically with your life's mission, with your life's purpose. Internalize. The moment philosophically you realize morning you making a cup of tea and drinking is directly fulfilling your life's purpose, enlightenment, next day naturally you will start thinking, how better I can make tea, how better I can do this job. Unfortunately, neither you have patience nor you spend time philosophically internalizing all your actions. Morning in the office, you sit and shout at your subordinates, get the beating from your boss. This is your everyday action for short-term performance. But if you internalize how this directly helps and supports fulfilling your life's mission, what you want to achieve in your life, if you can internalize that, next day you will automatically start working how better I can perform without bulldozing my subordinates, how better I can offer what my boss wants without provoking him. It will be your natural tendency. Understand, by your very nature of inhaling and exhaling, your expansion. As long as you are inhaling and exhaling, you are expansion typed person. Only when you stop breathing, expansion stops. If you are still breathing, be very clear, you are bound by the law of expansion. Of course, even after you stop breathing, your being takes another one body. From there you start expanding. constantly expanding. Understand? Life is not going to leave you. You cannot hide, escape. If you escape from one office to another office, life is also going to come behind you in the form of another one boss. Life is not going to leave you till you realize you are the boss. You are responsible. Till you realize, because life is so compassionate, till you actualize and realize it's yourself, it doesn't leave you. It has given you the boon. Till you achieve that state, I'll be there, constantly reminding you, constantly awakening you, constantly asking you to wake up. Understand? When you philosophically internalize every action you perform for the short-term performance, you will not have any pain or suffering to take up the responsibility, to run. When you don't philosophically internalize, you will have a lot of suffering. That's all. Nothing else. Not little, lot. I can see very clearly people who can philosophically internalize, understand the necessity for short-term performance, build long-term values. Long-term value means what? Building a beautiful mental pattern, right mental makeup to go on living. The right mental makeup to go on living is what I call Shiva. No death for you. No question of shrinking. Only Guru and Ketu. No Sukra and Rahu. When you are centered on Guru and Ketu, Saturn becomes your servant. Sun and the moon becomes your eyes, vision. Mangala becomes your lifestyle. Buddha becomes your body, your very earth on which you are operating. Understand this idea of short-term performance and long-term value creation. These two have become two different things because you neither have intelligence nor have passions to internalize every action's reason. Integrity is what is you. Whether you are going to have joy in life or suffering in life, first you need to live. Life itself will happen to you only with integrity. After that, you can start working for avoiding suffering and having joy. But even when the integrity is not there, any joy you bring will only be a depression. Any suffering, before even it comes, it will provoke depression in you. Even your sufferings, you will go through with understanding and knowledge. Even your suffering will add strength to you. What for I am alive? To teach to people. I will do that till I am alive. I will do that even after I leave the body. I am very clear. Understand, honesty and authenticity brings the long-term value. It does not disturb your short-term performance. It only increases your short-term performance. If you feel your short-term performance is not allowing you to create long-term values, both are contradicting, you are cunning. If you feel both are not contradicting, both go hand in hand. Maybe I can call you as little honest. Only when you realize long-term value creation is expanding your short-term performance, both are enriching each other, I'll call you are authentic.
Akashic readings. Does life exist on other planets? What is the truth of the Bermuda Triangle mystery? Can I find out about my past lives? The hallways of Kala Chakra hide many answers. Get answers to all these questions and more directly from the source, the Cosmic Archives. Cosmic Archives are the mystical records of all the events, words, thoughts, and actions that have ever happened in the cosmos. The time shaft can be rewound and fast-forwarded for answers that only a living incarnation can access. Now, for the first time, a living avatar who is the embodiment of the cosmos itself opens himself in a language that we can understand. Akashic readings, downloaded from the Cosmic Archives by Nithyananda. Ask and you shall be answered. Email ensharing@nithyananda.org or call 918027279999 to get your questions answered live every Sunday at 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time on Nithyananda TV starting April 14th, 2012. Visit ntv.nithyananda.org.
Neither honesty nor authenticity. I tell you, even in your company, if you feel people are honest and trying to move towards authenticity, run that department. Otherwise, shut it down because it is going to be dangerous for you. I teach you what I practice. I practice what I teach. Understand? This corporate decision which I am giving you, it's a very important decision. Do not even respect human beings who have not come even to the level of honesty as a human beings. All of you, take up this as a homework. Sit and associate every action you perform to the core of your life's mission. Honestly, understand, if you can honestly connect and able to believe the short-term performance, every action is directly connected to your long-term values, you will not only be blissful inside, your performance will just explode. When there is direct connection of long-term value creation is not there, not only your short-term performance does not happen, you become cunning. You start cheating on life. When you cheat on life, you lose life itself. Cunningness is cheating on life. It's like you steal from your own house. When you steal from your own house and destroy your life, you are doomed, nothing else. Unable to connect the short-term performance with the long-term values means cheating on life, nothing else. Dishonesty. I tell you, never ever believe the people, their words, their actions who cheat on life. Who cheat on life are the worst fellows, can do anything. They should neither be trusted, nor be believed, or be even respected as human beings. People who cheat on life are chandalas. Because they don't even have respect on their own life. Aligning short-term performance and long-term value creation is inner awakening. Integrity is your life. The word you utter, the commitment you make is your life. Die to keep up that. Even if you die, nothing wrong. You will live. Understand, Cosmos will remember you only as your integrity. The life will remember you only based on the strength of your integrity, nothing else. Die to keep your integrity alive. Nothing is wrong. How many bodies you sacrifice to keep the integrity alive, it is worth. But whatever you sacrifice to keep the integrity alive, but if you sacrifice the integrity for any reason to keep your laziness, coziness, non-thinking, cunningness, anything alive, you will be destroyed. Then only Kalabhairava's Trishul to relate with you. Nothing else can relate with you. Integrity is life. Dishonesty is death.
Paramahamsa Nithyananda, a rare living incarnation, is named among the world's 100 most spiritually influential personalities today. Paramahamsa Nithyananda has been placed alongside Dalai Lama, Nelson Mandela, Oprah Winfrey, Paulo Coelho and others by Mind, Body, Spirit, the world's top esoteric magazine from Watkins, London's oldest and largest bookstore. A yogi by birth, he has been expressing his power of enlightenment since birth. He has authored more than 500 books in Tamil and English. Translations of these books are available in 26 languages in Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, Hindi, Sanskrit, Gujarati, Oriya, Bengali, Marathi, French, Malay, Polish, Portuguese, Italian, German, Danish, Spanish, Russian and Chinese. He is also an exemplary speaker with over 10,000 hours of profound life solutions through his discourses. Social services such as Annadan, free medical care, free educational services with ashrams, schools, temples, hospitals established in more than 140 places around the world, offering exceptional services. A powerful spiritual healer who has healed millions of people of diseases from migraine to cancer. A Kriya Yogi who has formulated Kriyas for physical health and mental well-being benefiting thousands. A living master who offers practical solutions for our everyday problems. He is the founder and spiritual head of Nithyananda Dhyanapeetham, a spiritual powerhouse who has revived the sacred Vedic tradition by establishing Vedic temples in places like Los Angeles, San Jose, Seattle, Toronto, Ohio, Oklahoma, Phoenix, St. Louis, Malaysia, Brazil, Paris, Guadeloupe, Dallas, New York, New Jersey, Atlanta, Calgary, Vancouver, Singapore, and places in India like Bengaluru, Hyderabad, Tiruvannamalai. A spiritual guru for 10 million followers, an incarnation who transmits the highest spiritual energy through initiation, a contemporary yogi who has revived the Vedic science of yoga worldwide through thousands of yoga centers, an adept in Ashtamahasiddhis, mystical yogic powers, who has effortlessly awakened the Kundalini of thousands and graced them with spiritual powers, a dynamic young guru who is an inspiration for thousands of youngsters, India's most watched spiritual guru online, a beacon of spiritual light who has triumphed over the forces of religious terrorism and political persecution. Paramahamsa Nithyananda is an eternal Kalpataru, blessing the world with the boons of material abundance and spiritual enlightenment.
वन्दे पापविनाशक्तं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतं नित्यमुक्तं निर्विकल्पं ध्यानलोकप्रदीपकं वन्दे शान्तमयं बन्धं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम् आनन्दगन्धसञ्चारं सर्वोपाधिविनिर्मुक्तं वन्दे ज्ञानालयं नाथं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्.
Let you all achieve, experience live, express, radiate, share and explode in eternal bliss. Nithyananda.
Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bangalore, 562109. Contact 09742203311. www.nithyananda.org. www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.